It's lunchtime. Hey, replay viewers, thanks for watching me. Be sure to check out my YouTube, Penguin6 on YouTube. Tesla X. Lots of Teslas in Hong Kong. Hey Brian, you're back. And the comments work. Good, we thought we had messed it up. Well, the moderator's gone. I don't know. I just left home. We're walking down to my thing. Why is there some moderator spam going on right now? I live on the mountain, yes. I live halfway up the mountain in what's known as the mid-levels because, well, midway up the mountain. Yeah, it should be a good signal. It's a great place. This is a tiny little Audi. What is this, like an Audi A1? What do they call this? Yeah, they do. They call it an A1. I don't think that's sold in the U.S. Those are parking meters. They work. Moderate spam on this channel. I'm going to turn off moderation in a bit. Most people are pretty well behaved. So these are parking meters. They work by octopus cards. You push the button, then you add time, and when you're set, you agree to the amount you want, and then you tap your octopus card. So 30 minutes for about 50 cents. There are no coin-operated meters left in the city. They're all work off the subway transit card. You know, we're advanced in some ways and we're not advanced in some ways. So, for example, we have these octopus cards and have for over 15 years, but in other words, like, still, people still need a paper receipt for things. It's just like, oh. Morning. Welcome to Hong Kong. You're right now on May Road, and we're about to loop over a bridge onto Old Peak Road. Taxis don't take it because they don't want to lose the tips. I think the bus department reported they lost $250,000 Hong Kong, which is about 30,000 US dollars a day when they started taking octopus. Because people would consistently overpay because they didn't have change or put in too many coins. And now they had octopus, everybody was putting the right thing. Tipping is not common, but you do round up. All right, so if your fare is $27, it's no big deal to make it $30. Yeah, use your octopus for everything. Use your octopus for, well, groceries, subway. Some places you can even configure your octopus card to work as an entrance system to your apartment building. If you have like a scan reader. Yeah, my wife uses her octopus card to enter and exit her building. You can get the code. Oh yeah, of course, grocery stores, McDonald's, 7-Elevens, the hospitals, because you know the hospital bills here are really low. So my friend paid for his hospital with the octopus card. Just they track the last 10 transactions. I do add money to it. You can go to a machine and add money with cash, or you can hook it up to your credit card and it will automatically add money to it. So you guys want to go through the zoo or you want to go down the escalator? Which way should I go today? Zoo, you guys always like the zoo. Now they can only look at the last 10 transactions, I think. Okay. We'll see the escalator later. I'll actually walk under it. So we're on Old Peak Road now, number 8 Old Peak Road, making our way down into the city. There was 2 catastrophic failures of safety equipment at the same time on the escalator, which should do it. What type of city is Hong Kong? Well, it's a major urban metropolis that has kind of a village lifestyle once you're inside it because everybody walks. And it's also 75% of the city is jungle and mountains. Only 25% is developed. You get the octopus card at the subway stations. You buy the original, but you can add value anywhere in the city. 7-Eleven, grocery stores, stuff like that. No, they have a limit of about $100 US. I think, is the limit. So there's been an evacuation. There are evacuations of parts of Hong Kong due to typhoons. Octopus card, well, it's a debit-based card, so it basically doesn't really cost anything. There is a deposit on the card. There's a $50 Hong Kong balance on the card that you don't get back until you return the card. But basically, it doesn't cost anything. Do you pay something for the card itself? No, the card. So, like, you go to you go there and you give them $50, and they give you a blank card with no value. All right, and then when you return the card, you get $50 back. Smart cars? No, because of the tall buildings creating canyons. We have very inaccurate GPS here in Hong Kong, such that it's not really smart cars, which would need the GPS backup, and because of all the pedestrians. I mean, there's just so many people here. They have not even legalized smart cars. There are no Komodo dragons here. There have been a couple water dragons found in the new territories, which I believe were imported. They thought they were extinct, but someone did find a few. Crap, should have taken that chance to go. This is like, what, the third Model X we've seen? It's the third Tesla X we've seen going up this hill. Oh, they're not very big. Yeah, we got big ass mosquitoes. We have all the mosquito issues. We have dengue fever. Dengue fever is a concern here in Hong Kong. Japanese encephalitis, not as bad. Tesla dealer in Stanford. Our taxis are Toyota Crown Comforts. They've been around for about 15 years or so. They're LPG powered. They're not petrol, gasoline. I do not have citizenship. Bird flu is more common in mainland China, but occasionally it is detected here, and that results in a little bit of chaos. Human bird flu is generally only imported. There's been no real. I don't think there's been any local cases of human-transmitted bird flu, but occasionally they do find bird flu in the poultry products at the chicken place or at the bird market, and then they do a cull. There's a nuclear power plant called Daya Bay, which is over in mainland China. You could live homeless in the jungle, but there are a lot of snakes, cobras, pit vipers, kraits. I wouldn't really want to live in the jungle, to be honest. People do it, though. There are campers. There are squatters occasionally. There are coal-fired and gas-fired power plants in the city proper. I don't have citizenship. It's not really something. I mean, honestly, I probably can't even get it. You kind of have to be connected to a Chinese national. I mean, it's a little tricky. Crazy laws. All women who are single after the age of 25 have to date 5 men a year. It's a law to try to encourage more kids to be born. Oh, you mean real laws, not like fantasy laws? Oh, okay. No, that is crazy. That's not a law. Suckers. No, honestly, we follow a British legal system. Our legal system here is very similar to that which exists in the UK. So there's nothing really abnormally crazy. I had some guy going once. I told him, like in Hawaii, how they give you a lei when you get to Hawaii. They give you these flowers. I was telling him that when you get to Hong Kong, they give you a date, like a woman meets you at the airport, and he thought it was real. Gibbons. I thought that was a bird for a minute. How come I'm interested in football? I'm a season ticket holder to Arsenal. Have I been to Macau? Yes. Not lately. The lemurs are on the other side of the road. They got these other things down here that are loud as snot. Let's go listen to them. But it might get really, really loud. No, the zoo is actually a sore point with environmentalists. They think the cages are too small. They're probably right. It's pretty old. They'd like a major redesign or just release. I mean, the orangutans, they sit around like unemployed whales. I mean, they're just really bored. Those were the gibbons we saw. That's a tortoise right over there. Tortoises are good luck symbols in China because of the long life. So a tortoise is a very good sign, and they love to have tortoises here. It's a big one. These things are loud. I don't know what these things are. No, it's not a panda. It's a black and white lemur. Oh, so we're going to miss the loud ones. The loud ones are down there, but those kids are. SIM card, when you come over here, you can get a traveler SIM from the tourism authority at the airport. It's probably your best buy. It's good for like a week. And then just do the same when you get to China. He misses Michael Jackson so badly. It's the orangutan cage. How expensive to live here? Extremely expensive. If you wish to live the same lifestyle as you live in the United States, you're going to pay more to do it here. My 1,000 square foot apartment in Hong Kong is, I don't know, 8,000 US a month. The average family in my son's international school spends 11,500 a month on rent. So 11.5 US for a 3-bedroom. I mean, you can live cheaper, but 3 budget itineraries. Oh, it depends what you want to do. Depends how much time you have and what your budget is. Housing, hotels are probably the most expensive thing. I actually recommend people go to Airbnb, get a place for a week. You know, because you're not coming to Hong Kong for 3 days. There are townhouses, but most people live in apartment buildings. Simply because there's just not enough room. There are villages. But which season is the best? I would come in the fall or in the spring. I would not come in August or July. It's just too hot. We don't really have pod hotels. We do have some pretty small, crappy hotels that are similar. Someone asked me the other day, could I recommend a place that was under $40 a night US? And I just laughed. I was like, no. I mean, the cheapest I know is about 80. Nice house on the water in Miami, yeah. Probably would. And then you'd be in Miami and not Hong Kong. Wouldn't have as many good noodles. And you wouldn't have New Zealand fish and chips. I have lived here 7 years. I guess that could make me kind of Chinese, but ethnically I'm Irish and German. My children are half Chinese. So they actually eat a lot of Chinese food. My first son eats a very Chinese, he likes the dark meat. He doesn't like sweets. He loves tofu. Second son is more Americanized. What is a major attraction that isn't worth it? The Big Buddha. Big Buddha is a waste of half a day. Like, hey kids, Big Ben, Big Buddha. You know, it's just like, I do dad stuff. I'm a dad. I have my own company I'm starting pretty soon. It's still in the design stages. And I do a lot of live streaming and YouTube on Penguin 6 on YouTube. And of course here on Periscope and other platforms. I have been to Hong Kong Disneyland. My kids have been here since they were very young, so they're making a movie, these kids. Oh crap, I gotta get to the fish and chip before these kids do. 12:07. I have two. I have one passport. I didn't call in my order because he wasn't open. And I wasn't sure I was going to go there either. It is a Catholic school. This is the Catholic Cathedral. It just got really hot. I like some things in Hong Kong cuisine, some things I don't. Some things are really weird. Oh, like octopus, fish heads. "15% of the city is Christian. A large number of the Christians are either Catholic or Baptist, but overall, no." It smells like incense. Good website to buy food items. I don't know. The average international expat in the finance industry is making about 200,000 US a year, 175, 200,000 US, plus bonuses. I do live here. I lived here 7 years. This is my home. Hey, Ms. Fliz, welcome to Hong Kong. We're on Cane Road now, C-A-I-N-E, Cane Road. And we're going to walk down this road. We're probably heading to Hooked Fish and Chips, a New Zealand style fish and chip shop. You can go to their Facebook page, Hooked HK, H-O-O-K-E-D-H-K. You can say hi to Matthew, he's the owner. He usually replies. So all the kids are getting off the school bus, going to class. Whee! What is the site? Hooked HK on Facebook. I charge about $10 US for the fish and chips and soda. 10 to 12. I'm gonna live here forever. Between now and the time my son starts university, I have to pay an additional $1 million US in rent. 1 million US in rent. So I'm not entirely sure I want to do that. So now we're going to walk past the kindergarten, and outside you're going to see all the grandmothers waiting to pick up the kids and all the nannies, mostly Filipino women, sitting on their iPhones. And they all pick up the kids for lunchtime, or they get on the school buses. My old scopes, I have a lot of them available on my YouTube channel, Penguin 6. They're called Periscope Rewinds. I have quite a few scopes over there. My kids probably will go to the United States for university, unless they go to Oxbridge or something. Some of the schools serve lunch or they take lunch, but it's more of a tradition for the kids to come home and have lunch with the family, especially when the families just live in the neighborhood, you know, it's not that far. I'm going to a fish and chip shop. Probably. It's a French place. Little kid's got a bow tie. 45 minutes or so. Another Tesla coming at us. This is an S model. Here comes a police car. It's pretty rare you see police cars. Most police are on foot patrol. Hello. The kids will. Those kids there are mostly like kindergartners. They'll probably go home for the day after school. Why not buy a place of my own? my rent is $8,200 a month, but the mortgage payment would be $12,000, and that would be after putting down $1.8 million, a down payment on my $4 million apartment. So rent is cheaper. Basically, the only way that buying my apartment makes sense is if I plan to stay here for over 30 years. I don't have a GoPro. I'm not using the Osmo. Go look at a place called the Garden View Hotel. Garden View Hotel. I think it's about $80 a night. Go to booking.com and look at it. It's small, but it's okay. It's like a 2 or 3 star place by American standards. Good location. $80 a night, but small. His Blues is back. There's one of the Matthews. Matthew the Aussie and Matthew the Kiwi. Dang. What the hell? It's like, what time is it? 12:15. And it's packed. Yeah, so much for my brilliant idea. Sorry. You guys open earlier? It's like packed over there. Usual, yeah. Yeah, I was like racing the students. They're all like behind me. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna beat them.
Before I come into it.
Can't win. Anyway, yeah, that sucks. So there's like a bajillion people next door. It's been a few hours since my last go. So guys, welcome to Hong Kong. I'm Penguin 6. I show you around the city every day. Right now we're at my fish and chip shop, waiting for them to make my usual lunch. And we're just going to hang out here on the street while he's cooking. There's a Buddhist monk over there. Maybe I should go pick a fight, yeah? See if they're like Shaolin. This is Hong Kong, dude. Are those political banners? Those are those are like city council guys, political banners over there. In fact, what we got, that's a Democrat on the right. Those are all Democrats, actually. Pro-democracy, anti-Beijing, basically. And on this side, more Democrats, and I don't know who this other guy is. Drone should be done tomorrow. You're in Hong Kong? You're Chinese. Hey, well, we're in China. Can you read those characters? These are traditional characters. Most mainland Chinese read simplified characters. Find me, yeah. Well, I'm right here on Kane Road. Yes, they do vote for the city council elections and stuff. They just don't vote for the chief executive. They don't have a direct vote. So look at this, man. There's like people everywhere in there, yeah? I'm kind of hot. So we're just going to hang here and guard this thing. Half the people here live in public or subsidized housing, yeah? So half the people live in like government housing, and then another 40% own their houses. So the city council has the power on the like little things, and, you know, the day-to-day kind of stuff, trash dumps, parking, stuff like that, hospital wait times. McDonald's, 7-Eleven. I'll tell you what, we'll go. You guys want to go look in the 7-Eleven? You guys always like looking at 7-Eleven. So, school bus, another school bus. Yeah, they should. I'm trending on Twitter. Sometimes, well, I'm verified on Twitter, so sometimes people retweet my tweet with ridiculous hashtags like Real Housewives of Atlanta or something, and then it moves to the top of the Twitter list, and then I get on that. This is a non-gourmet. We do have gourmet 7-Elevens. This is a regular 7-Eleven. Bread. This is Japanese milk bread. This stuff is really good. I like this. Time Magazine, National Geographic, tabloids, ice cream, ice cream. Oh, this one's open. What the hell? Guy, the ice cream's gonna melt. Oh. I saved the ice cream. Children around the world, these, ooh, look at all the cup of noodles. What the hell's that? Chung Chung Tiki Boki? Yeah, wow, wacky. Wow. bunch of hygiene products, beer, candy. Ooh, we got, what the hell's that? Green M&M box. This is Cane Road, number 80 Cane Road. It's called Hooked Fish and Chips. These are Cadbury bars, but these are Australian Cadburys, so they're made with dairy milk, not real cocoa like they are in England. Japanese candies, Mentos chewables. Oh, these are High Chews. You can get these in America, guys. High Chews, I strongly recommend these candies. You can buy these in America. They're really chewy and yummy. High Chews. Beer is it's mostly Western beer. Here's the chips. Got rock salt and herb, Swiss cheese, sea salt and black pepper. The grape are really good. What beer do they have today? Corona. You can get Kinder Eggs here. Yeah, how much is a pint in the pub? I don't really know. I don't drink. So I went to one place and I ordered a Diet Coke, and they gave me a can of Diet Coke and a little bowl of peanuts, and it was $11 US. No, it's 12. It was $12 US for a can of soda. Are the Lay's made here? Yeah, they are. I think they are election made here. So let's get our viewer numbers back up. This is how you get your viewer numbers up. You just wait till the screenshot comes and gets that, and then your viewer numbers will go up. I'm not kidding, it works. I'm gonna jaywalk because I'm really hungry. I tell you, it works, man. And everybody comes in here like, oh, look at that, look at like all these people have just popped in here. They're like, where's the bikini girl? Why am I talking to some dorky guy who's in a fish and chip restaurant? Haha, suckers. Look at those numbers go. Thanks, man. Thanks. There are none left. Now they realize it's just some guy at a chippy. They're like, what the hell, man? Where's the bikini girl? Where's the bikini girl? My chips are about ready, yeah? He's making a Matthew there. Well, prostitution is legal in Hong Kong. He doesn't take credit cards. $12 US for a can of Coke. That was at a really posh pub. Actually, I don't think there's much. I don't know, it's like $1 US maybe. It's really cold. He doesn't take octopus. Go back to the bikini girl. She's on the other side of the street, yeah? She's over there. She's over there. See, there she is. She's for like some like spa thingy. So it's sort of clearing up over there. Oh, not for me. Dang. This is going to be good when it arrives. So we'll take a little break here. Let me go get his card. No, this is a carry-out kind of place. So this is where we're at, guys. Hooked HK. You can go to his Facebook page. The real bikini girl, I don't know where she is yet. I did beat the kids, but I didn't beat all these, like, office secretaries who are next door. There's like 5 or 6 women next door. I'm like, what the hell? LMP. It's $1 US. I can afford it. How can I afford an $11 Coke? Because that was at this really posh bar, and I don't go back there and spend $11 for Coke. I'd barely spend $1. They have McDonald's. McDonald's is right there, and it's got basically everything you got in America with a few other things. We have pig's brain burgers. We have chicken feet French fries. We have octopus hot dogs, and Big Mac's quarter pounders and nuggets. No, we have the same menu you do. We don't have that weird stuff. How much does a beer cost in a pub and a pint of water? You know, I don't even know. I'll ask Matthew. So they're busy in a second. Snake fries. Yeah, you get 8 buns with a hot dog. We have KFC here. We have Jollibee too. Gasoline is $8 a gallon. Matthew, how much is a pint in a pub in Hong Kong?
A pint in a pub is roughly around 85 bucks.
85 Hong Kong, so that's like 10 US dollars.
Yeah.
Okay. They're asking me.
Well, that's on my not paying.
That's a bit
And that's a bit much. Well, I paid $90 for a Coke once. Diet Coke. Yeah, but yeah, the captain's bar and the Mandarin. Thanks for.
They must have seen you coming.
I don't know, man. They're like, hey, silly guilo.
Yeah, the Globe is 75 or 80 Hong Kong. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, $9 or $10 for a beer. Ah. Ow, there we go. Ooh, freaking hot. It is delicious. It's also really freaking hot. Yeah, I'm just gonna have some. Yeah. First lunch. It is so good. In about 12,000 steps. They pay the same as in the US, if not less. I got the blue cod. I've never been to an Ethiopian place. This is blue cod.
You should get the white folding windows in your menu.
I didn't get the tartar sauce. It is good.
You get like those French windows. Like, they're just white folding.
Oh yeah. Like you get all those fancy windows where it's like, you know, you can write
It's an
on the
iPhone
outside
7.
and like you see on the inside.
It is delicious.
So in fact, the one that like on the buses as well, when you can put writing on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can see through the inside.
Yeah.
The inside. So you can like, you know, rather than
I miss
like
things
outside,
about the
like
USA, but not
No,
everything.
I'm just talking to here.
Is that? I don't know, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of gals just went in.
Sorry.
Bunch of girls just went in to look at the fish, I think. I do have my cool.
The four? Yeah, that's okay. You have to go sip all your sodas here as well.
Yeah, I gotta eat it hot. Oh, Zora. This is blue cod. This is New Zealand style fish and chips, which has a very thin golden batter done in sunflower oil. Absolutely delicious. This isn't tasty.
Yeah, I can't think of that small.
Boy.
Can I come home you later, Matthew? Or tomorrow? What's that, Mia? Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Alright, that's worth it. Thank you.
And another Coke. You were asking for a long time. What? Sorry, I didn't see it.
See you soon. See you soon.
New Zealand style fish and chips are different than British ones.
No, there's one on top. Yeah, just give me the bacon.
Well, Zora is younger than me. I walk 20,000 steps a day. That's about 10 miles. Oh God, I'm a freaking mental, yeah?
20 of them. And then one passed out, had to call the ambulance. That was all happening here last
Fun night. Bet they drank some beer.
No, just exercising too much. Today it was like 65, 70. Passed out in the street, had to call the ambulance.
Oh God. Fun times. Their fried catfish. It's a bit different than blue cod. Well, chips are what the British call French fries. And so it's fish and chips. Well, guys, if you ever make fish chips yourself, try to find a New Zealand recipe for fish and chip batter and give it a side. Quite good.
What is that?
Fish and crisp. Now, crisp are potato chips, yeah? This is what's left of my fish and chips. So this is my wife. She posed for a picture. No, it's not my wife. But I know you guys love looking at pretty pictures. No, Beijing is the capital of China. Anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. Thanks a lot for watching. There goes the numbers again. We'll be back. We'll go walk through the city in a bit. Talk to you soon.